Hey guys, Karasib here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Chou Doubutsu Deluxe Cube Octopus from Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger. This is the last Zyuoh cube, as well as the first and only big cube weapon, which can combine with Zyuoh King. So, let's get started. So starting off, we'll look at Cube Octopus in its cube mode. As you can see, this is a green Zyuoh cube with a question mark on it. And you can see it's got some nice details on all sides, as well as the top and bottom. You'll also notice, as indicated by its title as being a big Zyuoh cube weapon, that it is bigger than the normal Zyuoh cube weapons. For a size comparison, here is Cube Kirin. You can see that it quite dwarfs it. Instead, it's actually the same size as a regular Zyuoh cube, as indicated here by Cube Eagle. Now, transforming it into animal mode is pretty simple. All you have to do is take the panels on each of the four sides and fold them down like so. And there you have Cube Octopus in animal mode. And so you can now see its octopus head with some nice red eyes. There's a little ink blowhole there. Look at its snout. See some nice details on its head, as well as bits of gold paint. And you can see all of its tentacles, which do have molded in square suckers. Now, for articulation, this does have a little bit, as each of the 8 tentacles is actually posable on its own. So you can move them up and down and kind of pose them in whatever way you want. This also has a gimmick where you can wind up the tentacles, just like so. Then when you release it, they start to spin around. And though the wind up, or the initial start, is kind of slow, this actually can spin for quite a good amount of time. Now, what's interesting about this is that this gimmick has technically been used before by Bandai, just not in the Super Sentai series. Instead, this has been used in Kamen Rider O's for the Taco Candroid, which was also based on Octopus. So it seems like for this they kind of just went back and reused the idea here. And you can also do it with the legs at different angles. For example, you can do it with them at a downward angle like this. However, if you put them all the way down, that's where it gets into a little bit of trouble. Or not entirely, but doesn't spin quite as well. Another thing you can do alternatively is spin the head part, then release that to make the head go spinning. Finally, we'll combine Cube Octopus with Zyuoh King. Now, the first thing to note is that, as you can see here, Cube Octopus does have a couple of prongs on top of it in cube mode, meaning it can attach to the other Zyuoh cubes. So if you want, you can attach it to the bottom of Zyuoh King here, and make it a little bit taller. Although, due to the way it is shaped, it doesn't really look like a pair of legs, so it doesn't really fit in that well. But for the main combination here, to prepare Zyuoh King, we're just going to want to remove the Big King Sword, which will temporarily leave it without a head. Next, turn Cube Octopus into its animal mode, and detach the top of its head, like so. Then, take the body, come around to the back, attach these two clips to these two connectors on the back. Then lastly, take this part and fold up this piece to reveal the face. Then, using these two clips here on the bottom, attach it here and here on top of Zyuoh King. And there we have Zyuoh King Octopus. So as you can see, as Zyuoh King Octopus, it now takes on the appearance of something like a Viking. As you can see, it has a horned helmet here, as reminiscent of those worn by Vikings, as well as having a big black beard. It makes it look quite intimidating, too. It still wields the Big King's sword, but now also has the octopus tentacles on its back. And like with the animal mode of Cube Octopus, you can wind it up a lot, then release to have it spin. And even here, with it on its back, it spins for a pretty impressive amount of time. And there we go. Overall, Cube Octopus is rather odd. First up, it's odd that this was released last and released after Cube Whale, which makes the big final combination. And this can't even be used with any of the other big combinations, just with Zyuoh King. It's also odd that this is the only one of its kind. It's the only big Zyuoh Cube weapon that is the size of a normal Zyuoh Cube, has its own gimmick, and can make a new proper combination with one of the other mechs, whereas all the other Zyuoh Cubes are the smaller ones that can just be used as weapons. And so, with that in mind, while it is pretty neat and has a nice gimmick, and the combination with Zyuoh King isn't too bad, with all that being said, because it doesn't really contribute too much to the grand scheme of the combinations, this is one that, if you want to get it, I can recommend, but this is also one that is totally okay to pass on. So, next time I'll be reviewing the Pokemon Z-Ring and Z-Crystal special set. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and or subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/KRX50. And for now, this is KRX50, Rying off.